And start. All right. I am recording a little bit later than I should be, but it's fine. Yeah, welcome back to this disaster. Uh, okay. Anyways, I'm gonna do my best to salvage this as much as I can. But yeah. So I'm probably gonna focus on like line thickness today mostly. I did like the basic outline. So yeah, I don't actually know. Should I have a more? Wait, hold on. Let me check where I put the eyebrows. Okay. Okay, if I have this as an eyebrow thing, and then if I maybe do something more like that, which is what I had more in the original sketch. Is that a little bit better? The thing is, this feels just like a very awkward expression in general. Like, this doesn't feel natural. Whereas this gives a little bit more naturality. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep that. Alright. So, yeah. One of the things that I'm gonna do is I'm going to just go here, and I'm gonna just take layer of white and take out all of these annoyances here. Something more like that, probably. That should still not be there. Do 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 do. This is very much not best practice what I'm doing right now, and I'm probably not gonna use this way of doing this stuff in the future, but I'll have to think of a new system. But for now, because this is outdated, I made it like this. I have no real other choice. Do 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 do. Da da da. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Okay. Do do do. And that's fine. It's fine. That's fine. Alright, well, at least I cleared up. Nice. Okay. Alright. This is the right one, right? Hold on. Give me a second. Yep, this is the right brush. Just need to make sure of that. Alright. Now what I gotta do is I gotta add in, like, fancy line work. This is gonna suck. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I don't know if I like this that much, honestly. Do 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 do. Thing is, I feel like this entire fist is a little bit too round. Like, it doesn't have the basic shape of a hand, which is a lot more angled, if you will. Right? It just kind of feels like I kind of detailed a cube, basically. It doesn't like a rounded cube like that ish. It does not inspire the confidence that I would like it to inspire in me, but it's whatever. Why is this here? That shouldn't be there. Okay. This is gonna be a very boring video. I can already tell. Like, the thing is, line work like this is just not the funnest thing to watch, because like I'm not doing anything big or fancy or anything. This is just like the tedious bit where I'm just like trying to figure out what I can do to make this drawing look more interesting. Like, I mean, in theory, the end result should be a lot more interesting. So like this part is actually really fun to watch in time lapse, which I don't know how to set up as much in like a video format. So you're gonna have to suffer through the real time of me just doing this. But yeah. I really gotta figure out how to do a bunch of stuff, but like, I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel like doing it that much. Yeah. What can I talk about? I have tons of things that I could talk about, and I can't think of any single one. Oh yeah, I'm leaving for my college dorm in like 3 days, basically. So I'm gonna have a vastly different upload schedule, and my audio quality is going to drop give me a second. My audio quality is going to drop noticeably for a really long time because I will not have access to this microphone. Yeah. This feels really messy. I don't like how this looks that much. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be on like a 10-hour flight. Basically, it's gonna suck. Yeah, I've been like thinking of what I should download to like watch on the plane. Whoops, I'm on the wrong eraser type. Yeah. Thing is, I could download some like art streams and then like in a similar format to what I do, and then just like watch that and then like draw on the plane or whatever. Probably would like post the work that I make or something, but thing is, I don't even know if I want to do that because like it's gonna be 10 hours. I don't know if I want to draw for 10 hours straight. I don't exactly have that kind of endurance. This needs to be a little bit more like give it like maybe like that-ish. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I need to also like really figure out clothing folds because I like. So yeah, this right here, this is just not representative of my skills at all because this is just me following a sketch that I made before I actually started like really studying any of this stuff. Yeah, so I don't like the fact that I have to keep using this, but I don't have another choice. I don't like this. Hold on, I need to rethink this design here. Because this needs to go maybe more like that, and like, no, that's not how a short sleeve looks. Should go more like that, and then maybe like that, and then should actually be more like that. No, that looks horrible. Okay, What if I just do this and then once again just remember the fact that this is not. Oh, this is awful. This should not exist because this completely takes out. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Oh, this is such an annoying thing because I have no clue what I'm doing here, and then like it just. Why are these lines so thin? Hold on. No, I don't need what is angle supposed to do? I don't understand. Ew, this looks so bad. Oops, there's the microphone. I hope that didn't sound too bad. But yeah. It's just a single panel. No one's gonna care, but still. And now this looks awful because I had the wrong line thickness. Yeah, I definitely should start live streaming this stuff more because I feel like that'd be a lot more interesting of a format for people. But the thing is, I don't know if I want to because what's it called? I mean, the thing is, I sort of know how to do it. Probably, like I could if I looked into it for like 20 minutes, I think I'll be fine. Like it's not going to be that big of a deal to figure out. But my issue is that like I don't know how to set it up in a way that like people will actually watch it. And I don't know how to entertain a live audience. Not that I know how to entertain a non-live audience either, but you know, live does not make it easier. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. It'll work. It's fine. Nothing's wrong with this technically. It's just not something that I like. But yeah. This is absolutely atrocious. I don't like this. Am I gonna just screen tell this a bunch? No, I don't feel this is worth that effort. This is just a throwaway comic panel that no one needs to look at besides like for longer than like 20 seconds. It's fine. I'm gonna put like a speech bubble maybe like here or something. Where would be the most optimal place to place a speech bubble actually? Here. I think that might be the best place because I can't put it here because it's like the focus of the drawing, but I feel like if I put it like here, I can cover up as much of this person as I possibly can. In that case, though, my entire work for the past 14 minutes has been a waste, but okay, let me just add in something here just so that it doesn't look absolute. I don't know if I like that. That's not good. Maybe sort of. I don't know if I like that either. Okay. I can just kind of like maybe hatch this a little bit here, and then kind of like hatch that a little bit here, Also, this face is very asymmetrical. Is that from something? I don't know why I remember that song. Feels like it's from something, or I could have just made it up accidentally. Who knows? Is that better? No. That better? I feel like this would make it a lot better. Okay, if I didn't do it in one line, maybe that'd be better. Means it just looks like 3 separate layers, which is not exactly a good thing. Something like that. I want to make this a little bit more symmetrical of a face, though. Which would mean that... Oh no, I've been doing this on the wrong layer. Oh no, oh, I'm a failure. Oh, no, no. Oh, that sucks. Oh, okay, whatever. Not the first time I've had this setback. Does this feel a little bit more symmetrical, maybe? Yes, it does. Yeah, that's more or less. Should be fine. Yeah, I'll let it live. Alright, now then, time for the moment of truth. Please tell me that I can... Also, another reason why I can't really do like a video style time lapse is because I keep is because I keep like zooming in and out, and that's gonna be really annoying in a time lapse. But like that's the only way that I can like efficiently. I think I already explained this, right? But like that's the only way that I can like, efficiently move across my canvas. Nice. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's just an amazing feeling when this just happens first try, and I just notice all of these little small imperfections. Oh yes. Let's go. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna do. Yeah. You know, one of the things that I'm kind of considering maybe doing, right, is so I am going for an engineering degree in college, right? So I was thinking of maybe starting up some kind of math channel, right, where I just kind of like, because the thing is, I can do math, right? Contrary to popular opinion, there are artists out there that can do math. It's not impossible. And I feel like I could explain a bunch of things. Like, okay, I don't know if I can, but I feel like practicing explaining a bunch of things is a really good idea. So it truly doesn't even matter if I can, I just need to practice it. And I am just done with this part, so I'm just gonna do this mistake again, where I'm shading on a layer that I'm not supposed to be shading on. But either way, why is there only one ear? Was there 2 ears here that I just missed? There was. I did miss it. Whoops. Alright, well, too late now. Whatever. It doesn't matter. And what I'm gonna do, right, is I'm just gonna consider this, for now, finished. Because I don't know where I'm planning the speech bubble, and I don't want to do more work on this than I have to, because this is not something that I feel is particularly something I want to do that much work on. And so yeah, here's the next panel I'm going to be working on. I'm going to do this for like 10 more minutes. I'm just working this for the first 10 minutes, but like... So it looks better, definitely. I wouldn't exactly call it the best, because like I don't really understand... Like, you can tell how much I don't really understand clothes in this one still, but... Basically, after the complete disaster that was the hand on this panel, right, I basically entirely gave up on drawing hands. And so basically I was just like, you know what, I'm putting speech bubbles there. I don't care if I have to add in like extra words that I didn't mean to add in, but I'm just putting speech bubbles. There's no way I'm drawing those hands. I think it's gonna be very obvious after I actually make it, but for now I'll live with it. And actually, you know what? No, it's too messy. I was thinking like from this, like, zoomed out, it looks fine, right? It looks like, you know what, I could just leave it like this. I don't even need to like draw anything. But if you zoom in, it's very messy, and that's not good. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Okay, all right. Do. Yeah. So I did this off camera for the other panel because this is a very unnecessary thing to just show people. Look at that anatomy. Yeah, see, I was very, very ready to draw hands. I just was not really good at doing that because I completely messed up the proportions on them. What is this? Oh, this is just me tracing anatomy. What is this? Why is there a layer that does nothing? Probably just added it. That's it. It's an entire folder, wow. Yep, that's that's a very important layer. Why did I move that down? It's really weird. Not the point. The point is that this is the reference layer, so I'm just gonna do that to it, and then I'm gonna add in a new layer, new folder, and then just put this there. Okay, alright. So, yeah. This is just gonna be another tracing part. No. So yeah, this head shape is actually pretty decent. So I will live with it. It's a little bit sharp, actually. I don't know if I like that. I think that's fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Maybe if I do something more like that. I'll round it out a little bit. I think that might be a little bit better, actually. Oh, that's fine. Why is there like random debris here? I'll figure it out later. Look at that mouth. Yeah, I'm just outlining things right now. I'm not really detailing anything yet, so it doesn't matter. And once again, right, going back to the last video, don't do the mistake that I made here, which is hyper messy sketch, because as you can tell with this facial structure, I do not know what I should be doing in my final draft of this, because like I had to like kind of guess now, because my initial sketch was just not showing me the things that I wanted it to show me. So yeah, don't repeat that mistake. That's going to be a huge problem for you, especially if you can't figure this out on your own. Like if you don't feel confident in doing that, then definitely just have a more clean sketch before you move on to your final thing like this. I should technically get a cleaner sketch before I do this, but thing is that I suffer from this thing called extreme laziness. So I just will not be doing that. Oh my goodness, not a finger. Ow. Okay. And not angled enough. Do. Perfect. Incredible. Actually, I want to kind of do more like that here, because this isn't rounded off enough, in my humble opinion. And now I need to go here, and here, and here. Again, I made this sketch way too detailed in some places. Like, I did not need to do all this eye gradient stuff. That was an entirely unnecessary part of it. I will just do that, and let that entire bit be, because I don't think it's that useful. And once again, because this person does not in fact have colored in hair, he is not going to have colored in eyebrows. And his eyebrow is actually terrible, because that is not how eyebrows look. Would you look at that? Perfect. I don't know if that was a good idea necessarily, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing is wrong. Should technically make that a little bit wider, but it's fine. Don't know if this is the greatest of ideas that I'm shading this in here, but what am I to do? Yeah. What can I talk about? Yeah. Ow. I was cutting garlic not too long ago, like basically right before I started the video. Owie. And so my eyes are still kind of feeling it. Ow. Ooh, oh, Robin, you made it worse. Ow. Oh, no. Okay. Ow. Oh, ow. Okay. I'm gonna be just suffering on and off for the rest of the video, I think. But yeah. If theirs becomes like a random like dot somewhere on the screen, that was probably because my eyes are watering. You know, I don't know if that's good, but it's fine. I've been, what's it called? I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like this here. I'm gonna go more like that. When I was like posting more of the short style content, right? What was I saying? Oh yeah. I was basically like using a bunch of, like, if you notice, I have a bunch of like really nice sounding audio in there. Oh, like not audio. Like little like music thingies. And apparently, right, I actually figure out how to use the YouTube editing studio, so it doesn't, take me a massive amount of time to just upload something from a third party. What's it called? I don't know if I like this here, first of all, but second of all, what was I doing? I yeah, they basically have like a massive audio library in that editor as well on YouTube. So I've been just kind of like using random songs from there. I don't believe I've repeated songs, right? Might have like once, I think. I try to basically just like find some random song that I kind of like enjoy, sort of, and then just like use that. Da, da, da. Gonna shade in this bit. But yeah. So, very interesting. I didn't actually I genuinely didn't know that YouTube had that. Like I always kind of like when I was like listening to through their library, I found like a bunch of songs that I'm like, oh, I heard that in like a bunch of videos. Like I wonder, I was like always curious, like why this sound, and things. It turns out there's like quite literally just like a library of stuff on YouTube that people just use. And I mean, I would assume all of it's royalty free. I will be really surprised if it's like tomorrow I get slapped with a fine for using copyrighted music that they just have available on the editor. This is not how hair works. What was I thinking when I made this? Ew. Oh, this is terrible. Absolute insult to arts. What am I making here? Also, that looks that. I was thinking of making that look like a fancy like bit of like hair layer or whatever, but that just looked like a mistake. Nope, that's not how hair works. Or gravity works, really. Perfect. Incredible. But yeah, going back to the math channel thing that I was talking about earlier, I just kind of remembered, I kind of sidetracked from that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's like, should I make like a separate channel for that? I don't know. Because I feel like that's going to be like a way more interesting topic for people. Especially if I can explain it better. Explain it like decently. And it's going to be a good study tool for me. Because it's kind of like a really good, just in general, thing. That if you want to like learn something, when you teach it to someone else, right? It like even if you're not like 100% certain, it kind of forces you and pressures you into kind of like understanding it more. And it allows you to kind of like think of it in ways that allows you to explain it, right? Not just kind of like, oh, I think I kind of understand this subject. Like it forces you to actually be like, all right, I have to like actually know it fully and like completely understand it enough to teach, right? So I'm thinking of maybe trying that, but I have no clue because like the thing is that's definitely gonna get in the way of uploading here, and I don't want to, considering the fact that like I'll be doing enough studying as it is. I don't want to what's it called? I want to not fall into any kind of traps where I have no time for art, because I do find this to be very something that I'm passionate about, and I do know people that have struggled in college to do any kind of art because they didn't choose an art-related major. And one of the things they struggle with is the fact they don't have like, they kind of don't have, I mean, ideas, and then also like just designated time to really think of anything for art, and that kind of does like forces them into a situation where they can't really draw that much, and I don't want that to happen to me. So I'm going to probably just make sure to like maintain this channel as much as I can. just to kind of keep myself working. Alright. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end the video around here, actually. So I'm just gonna like get this. Yeah, boy. Get this one bit done here, and then I'm just gonna end because it's a little bit late and I kinda need to get this finished. So yeah. Yeah, nice. I've outlined the face, outlined the head. What does it look like without the... Not terrible. I actually kind of like this. Definitely better than the other one, at least. I think this ear is a little bit kind of weird, but... And this one. It's a little funky, but I can fix that. But yeah, other than that, thank you for watching. Bye.